Hey there, I'm asking that this is not particularly sure. I'm
I'm
just
just
conflicted. So,
um,
good
good
morning,
morning,
hello
hello
everybody,
everybody,
and
and
happy
happy
Saturday.
Saturday.
I
I
think I
think
have
I
an
have an
echo
echo
here.
here.
Need to
Need to
adjust
adjust
some
some
stuff.
stuff.
Hang
Hang
on
on
a
a second.
second.
Kill that.
That might be better. Hopefully, it's better. That way, you're not getting an echo. Hopefully. Um, So anyways, I am making this video today to discuss my Bonfire shirt campaign, which is a fundraiser / awareness campaign. Fundraiser in the sense that I will receive a portion of the proceeds from each shirt sold, and awareness in that the front of the shirt is kind of a fun and lighthearted way that I like to think can help get the conversation regarding organ donation started. So the picture is actually the thumbnail for this video. So once it's posted, it should be seen on there that it's it's a picture of a couple of the varieties of the shirts that are available. There are several styles, actually 6 styles I think in all, and different colors in each one. So you can kind of pick whichever you feel suits you. And you're also helping me. It's a twofold shirt purchase, but you're also helping me in the sense that I have my information on the back for my living donor search. So by you wearing the shirt, not only are you helping to raise awareness for organ donation, but you're also sharing my personal search. And that's kind of important these days because a lot of people do get attention that way. I don't know if you guys are familiar at all with the story of the gentleman who was walking around Disney World and he had a shirt on stating that he needed a kidney donor, and someone came forward and donated to him. So these things work, and I'm doing as much as I can on my end with, I pay for a website every year, and I have a huge vinyl display on the back of my car. I had some shirts made up before, but they were maybe a little confusing for people just because the way that I worded it, it works for me because it says, "Are you my type?" Which I thought was kind of funny because, "Are you my type?" meaning my blood type, and it would get people to come up and talk to me if I was out in public. They would, kind of think of it in that way of, well, maybe I am your type. Am I your type? And, that gave me the opportunity to go, well, I don't know. Are you O positive? And so it would sort of get the conversation going that, I was in need of a kidney and that, I'm looking for a living donor because that is my best option for a long-lasting kidney transplant. And, excuse me, ideally, I would not like to have to do this again in another, 8 to 10 years. My first transplant lasted 11 years, which was a huge blessing, and I was very thankful to have that time off of dialysis because I had been on hemodialysis for 9 years. I'm actually still hooked up right now to my peritoneal dialysis. I'm going through my last fill, I think, right now, and then I'll have to do another drain at 3 o'clock. So this is a very long process and very tedious, and although doing it at home now, I feel a lot better. It is still a strain on my body. It removes a lot of protein, so I'm very weak. And I don't have an appetite quite often just because my stomach is full of fluid all the time from the dialysis itself because it fills I use my stomach for the dialysis treatment. And I will probably be doing a video to kind of display that whole process at some point, because it's quite a process to get hooked up and, get everything set up on the machine. And, then I'm on it for 10.5 hours a night. So on last night, because, excuse me, I had a movie night at my spiritual center, I got on the machine sort of late. And so now I'm kind of paying for it today, and I'm on the machine until noon. So it's taking a good chunk of my day up. Excuse me a second. So back to the campaign. So I created this shirt that says organ donation. It has a little taco, and you can see it, and you'll go to the campaign. Like I said, that there's several styles available, and then it says let's talk about it at the bottom. And I think it's just a fun way to create that dialogue, whether it's with family or just strangers. You don't have to necessarily be well versed in the importance of organ donation. If it's affected your life, perhaps you're a recipient, or perhaps you are someone who lost a family member and you donated their organs, and maybe you've met some of the recipients, or maybe you just know that it is such a gift that you give to a complete stranger, to be able to give them life back. And even with the if they can't use all of the organs, with the tissues and everything, you're improving the quality of life of thousands of people through registration. So even if we just get a few people registered by getting these shirts out there, that is ideally my goal. So if you want to join Team Mel and you want to get one of those shirts, there are tank tops, there are youth shirts, there are V-neck shirts, there's a hoodie, there's just a plain regular shirt, there's a women's fit shirt, and like I said, there's different colors. I tried to switch it up a little bit. I used Booster last time, which was a little bit limiting as far as my color palette. So I tried to make them a little more fun and exciting. And, I'd like to see some kids with some shirts on, because I think the little taco is cute. And I think that they're just cute, to see a little kid with a shirt like that on, just being woke, and knowing the importance of being able to give life if you're no longer here. And I think that that's just a part of how we can continue on. We live through other people because we are all one. So why not just give back to one another? That was my record turning off. The link to my campaign is going to be in the description, or the comment section, or description section, whatever they call it. I'm not used to YouTube, so that is going to be down there. And visit the page. There's also some links to my Facebook page, Mel Needs a Kidney, which you can search. There's two of them. There's a group, and then there's a page. I also have a little small business type of thing that I'm doing from home, where it's just on the side. I make jewelry and stuff like that, and then I sell either items that I own or items that I've acquired. So Second Chance Creations and Resale on Facebook, like that if you haven't already. Share it. Same thing with my Facebook page, share it if you can, because the more that we can get this word around, the more likely I will be able to find my donor hero. And I'm spending, this is going on my second year of being hooked up to this machine, or if it's not this machine, then it's been a machine in the clinic, and I've got a stack of dialysis bills that I can't pay, and I need to get back to work. I need to be healthy again. I need to have that energy and be able to actually go pee so that I can feel healthy and get rid of all the toxins in my system. So I really need to connect with that person soon here. So sharing that, and maybe getting the shirts out there with my information on the back and the link to my website will hopefully encourage some people to come forward and get tested. So I appreciate all of you for taking the time out of your day to spend with me and watch this video. I hope that you are compelled to share it and join in my campaign by purchasing a shirt. They range in price from $20 to $35 for the sweatshirts. And I need to sell, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, I probably did, but just want to go back over it again. I need to sell a minimum of 11 for them to print it all. I have actually purchased 2 myself because I want to wear them around. And, you know, who better to be promoting organ donation than the person that actually needs one. So, I wouldn't actually ask anyone else to support a campaign that I'm not going to support myself. So, help me reach that 11 goal. I have like a big goal of 50. I would love to be able to sell 50 of these things. That would be amazing. And I would have 50 people out there on my team rooting for me, trying to help me find my hero. And that would just be like, I don't even know. I wouldn't have words for that at that point. I would just be so like in awe of all of you. But so I appreciate, again, you guys taking the time to sit with me this morning and listen to my plea for you to join in on this campaign and spread the word about organ donation and giving the gift of life. So if you're not already a registered organ donor, go to organdonor.gov, and actually there is a link in my campaign on Bonfire. If you click on the letters registered organ donor, it will take you right to that page and you can register right there. And also make sure that your family members know that you want to be a registered organ donor, because they can always veto that if the time comes when you have to make that decision. So make sure that your wishes are known to your family and friends. So appreciate you, love you, be good to one another. Do random acts of kindness every day. Do good and you will get good in return. What you put out, you shall receive. Those are my little tidbits of positivity for the day. So go forth and do all good for one another. And love you all. Blessings and peace to you. And enjoy your Saturday.